My friends, we gotta talk about Disney Lorcana. We gotta address the elephant in the room. I've been a huge supporter of Disney Lorcana in 2025, but I do feel that the direction that Ravensburger is heading is not always the good one. Okay, they did now the rotation sets 1 until 4. They rotated out last year. They did then the set Fabled with a huge amount of reprints that everybody said, what the fuck are you doing, man? You're destroying your IPs. Everybody had bad feelings about it. I don't know. I don't see the customer base expanding. I don't see a lot more players entering the community, and Ravensburger is doing a lot of changes, my friends. So starting from now, set 11, Winter Spell, they have cancelled the starter decks. So that means these things, they are not making them anymore. They are now making a kind of a starter collection which will be created 1 out of 2 sets. One thing that I need to mention is these starter decks. I don't mind that they stop doing that. Why is that? Because it does not sell. This is now also a great example that the community is not really growing. People ain't buying the starter decks. This is to get you introduced in the game because you have a ready-to-play deck and things like that. People ain't buying. It's just the normal players that keep buying booster boxes or troves or things like that. Will it be sufficient with their starter collection that they are now going to do with then a bit of a portfolio style? People are very skeptical about the future. Another product that definitely I am not getting in inventory anymore. Those are those sleeves. Nobody gives those deck boxes. Who cares? Portfolios. I don't understand where people put their cards in. Where do they buy the binders? Perhaps cheap on Temu or something like that? I don't know. But those portfolios from Ravensburger, Disney Lorcana ain't selling terrific either. Perhaps they are overpriced. I'm not asking too much, and my friends, I'm buying directly from Ravensburger, so that's not a shit. Then also, what else am I not getting in inventory anymore? Sleeve boosters, my friends. That does not sell. Yeah, from time to time, and someone buys one. Just a booster pack in a nice sleeve. It's not a bad product. It looks nice. Just customers are not interested. Okay, Ravensburger tried to copy from other sets. Pokemon has sleeve boosters. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has sleeve boosters, which also don't sell. They try to copy it. It does not sell. I tried it once and I said, game over, my friends. Then also the booster boxes itself. So now they cut a bit of the printing numbers to spice up the sales, because then people would say, there will be scarcity on the market. And I was convinced that would be the case, because with the set Fabled, I announced that. Then with set number 10, I also said that. But is it? No. Products still sitting on the shelves. Whispers in the Well sitting still at several stores on the shelves. People are losing interest. And okay, they are now trying to introduce additional IPs like Fox in the Hound from set 11, Winter Spell and things like that. It is once again Stitch and things like that in the set. Will it really be enough? A lot of people said, okay, you are rotating out sets 1 till 4. But a lot of cards in their decks all of a sudden were not valid anymore. And then they said, I need to buy a new product. Pull rates suck. Okay, what do I now need to do? Some said, I'm stopping it. I'm not buying new product. I'm not going to buy for a single card. I just get out. And that's a shame. One other thing that Disney Lorcana Ravensburger is fighting up against, the popularity of other TCGs. The rise and fame of One Piece, Pokemon, which is doing also very good, Riftbound, League of Legends. You cannot deny there are a lot of TCGs rising up, and I think Disney Lorcana Ravensburger, if you don't step up, you're gonna lose, my friends. Now is the time. 2026 will be very important for Ravensburger. And also, Ravensburger, what the hell are you doing in the United States? You're still putting out the first chapter. You're still putting it out in big box stores. And then you are sometimes wondering, why doesn't the product sell? Why is the value tanking for my products? Because you are over exaggerating with what the hell you are doing. Over here, we have difficulties in finding the first chapter. And then if you check out on the US side, they are complaining that there is too much first chapter on the market. Where is the balance? There is no balance. And Ravensburger, you are originally from Germany. What the fuck are you launching so much product in the United States? Spread it out globally. Treat everybody equal. You are destroying your own TCG. Stop doing that. I really like Disney Lorcana. If you are looking for a TCG which is collectible, playable, is trying to add other IPs and things like that, and has nice cards, Disney Lorcana is great. But Ravensburger needs to keep investing in their product. They need to innovate. They are trying to change some things on their cards, changing the designs, now changing a bit the foils, but their marketing all around it needs to improve. They need to draw in players, make the players warm, give some incentives. You are fighting against big giants. You are coming from board game. You are a giant in board games. You are not a giant in TCG. Not at all. I'm not going to stop selling Disney Lorcana, but I just want to give you everybody a wake-up call about Disney Lorcana. We sell single cards as well. We have now put all these cards on Card Market also. Previously they were on our own website. So the next few weeks and months we will be able to get a good grasp of what the sales on Card Market also will do. We have our fixed clientele on tcgbanders.eu. That we have. We are now going to assess what Card Market is going to do. And then after a few months, we are going to assess if Disney Lorcana will be viable enough for our business to keep investing in every set, opening up boxes, selling single cards, and doing everything around it. My goal for 2026 is I want to keep growing the business, and I need TCGs on which I can rely. Will be very exciting in 2026. For me, I'm going to decide this year what I'm going to do. One thing that is also very important, Ravensburger told me in December, they are going to do a fire sale. I said, fire sale? Opportunities? They said, yeah, we are going to fire sell set 5, 6, 7, and 8. I was like, you guys still have that? Yeah, we printed way too much and we still have a ton in our warehouse. I was like, there goes the market. There goes the market. It is crazy. It is crazy how they did it, but still I think their numbers are shrinking and they need to step up. And then also when a new set releases, they got some really shipment issues as well. Not every store receives us in time. It is always a shit show. I buy directly from Ravensburger, so I know what the hell I'm talking about. It is always a stress to get your product in time. That should not be the case. You should receive it well in time, that you are well prepared, that you can prepare your shipments for your customers, and that your customers receive their pre-order in time. Customer satisfaction. We need to see what Disney Lorcana is going to try to do in 2026. I'm very excited. I'm not stopping buying the new sets. Not at all, but we need to be careful and we need to analyze properly. If you are now a Disney Lorcana player, let me know. Do you like the game? What is your sentiment with what happened with the rotation? With the set Fabled? What they are doing now? Let me know down in the comments. Let's get the conversation going. I'm very curious to see your opinion. But okay, that was my ramble. If you like the video, you know what to do. And I'm out.